Cheap to buy and affordable to run, the Vauxhall Corsa has always represented excellent value. That's whether you're buying a new one or, as we're concentrating on in today's CarGurus used car review, a second-hand one.
Launched in 2014, this 5th generation Corsa is easily the best yet, even if it was more of an update of the 4th generation car rather than an all-new model.
In terms of things to look out for, it's worth bearing in mind that because it's cheap to buy and to insure, the Corsa is popular both as a hire car and with new and thus inexperienced drivers. So have a look around it, particularly around the corners here, on the wheels, down the side, for any scrapes, scratches and dents, but it's all too easy to pick up when you first get behind the wheel.
Also, although the pricing of used Corsas is generally very keen, it's still important to know you're getting a fair deal. Carry out your search via cargurus.co.uk and we'll help you do just that, because unlike other used car search listings, we rank cars not only on price, but also age, mileage, specification and dealer ratings.
The best engine to drive is Vauxhall's 1 litre 3-cylinder turbo, which is smooth, quiet and surprisingly punchy given its size, and that's whether you go for the 90 horsepower version or the one with 115 horsepower. You should get about 45 miles per gallon from either in normal driving, and you shouldn't pay any more than £30 a year in road tax, provided that is the car you're buying was first registered before April 2017. After that, changed in legislation means that road tax jumps to £140 per year. If the 1 litre is out of reach, then the 1.4 turbo is a good second best in terms of performance and running costs, followed by the cheaper and slower non-turbocharged petrol engines. There's also a 1.3 litre diesel, but it's only really worth buying if you plan on doing a lot of long journeys, because otherwise the diesel particulate filter can become blocked. In terms of interior design, there are a lot of hard plastics in here, but it does look a lot smarter than its predecessor. Higher spec versions come with a 7-inch IntelliLink touchscreen system in place of this more basic unit.
The Corsa's trim levels are bewildering, with more than 10 to choose from and different combinations of features on each. As such, whether it's a Sting, SRI, SE or something else, make sure the Corsa you're looking at has got all the features you want.
As for driving, there's no point pretending the Corsa is as sharp as a Ford Fiesta or as refined as a Volkswagen Polo. And also, these thick pillars, front and rear, mean visibility is slightly restricted. Having said that, the light steering, which can be made lighter still by pressing this city button, is ideal for parking. The ride is generally okay too, but I would say that taller drivers should note that this seat doesn't actually go all that far back. I'm 5'11", and while this is okay for me, I probably won't want to be much taller.
In the back seats, the Corsa is just about spacious enough for a couple of adults, but a Skoda Fabia or Honda Jazz is roomier still.
You'll have spotted that this particular car has got 3 doors, but there is also a plentiful supply of 5-door Corsas if that's what you prefer. As for boot space, capacity basically matches a Ford Fiesta. There's a bit of a loading lip to lift things over, but you can get a weekly shopping without a problem. Now, this isn't very easy to do with an umbrella, but I'm going to show you, these split folding rear seats also have an adjustable backrest option, so you can get a tiny bit more load space by doing that, or fold them completely. If you want these split folding rear seats, you have to go for a higher spec model, because cheaper Corsas actually have a single piece folding backrest instead, which obviously isn't quite as practical.
While we're at the boot, make sure it opens and closes easily, as some owners have found themselves locked out. Also, if there's a squeaking sound when you press the clutch pedal, it's probably just a spring that needs greasing.
As you can see, these are mostly small issues we're talking about. I mean, that's not to say that major problems don't sometimes occur, but rather you'd be unlucky to experience one. Now, buying from a highly rated dealer, looking for a car with a full service history and a low number of previous owners are all ways to help protect yourself.
That's even more important if you opt for the VXR Hot Hatch, which is a seriously quick car, but also one that, thanks to its performance per pound ratio, might have had a hard life.
For most, however, it will be more ordinary versions of the Corsa that appeal, thanks to its keen pricing, decent practicality and low running costs. I'm going to go in a minute before I get blown away, but lastly, I need to say, start your used car search at cargurus.co.uk and don't forget to subscribe so we can tell you when our used car reviews go live. Right, time for a cup of tea.